or in 2018 onwards, people started uh, uh, anti-government movement, but government suppressed all the movements. State government is removed Dharna Chowk. So whenever whoever comes to the on the roads, streets, and the universities, the government forcefully. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Srinivas.
Yeah, government forcefully the means forcefully stopped that movements. People are 2018 onwards. People are unhappy with government, so they are they are showing their agony anti-government issues in by-elections. In 2019 by-election, Dubbaka lost by KCR first time. Dubbaka by-election by narrow margin. Government used more than 100 crores plus in that Dubbaka assembly segment, but the government didn't notice the anti-incumbency. Again in 2017 GHMC elections, that time BJP won major seats, 44 seats. Again people showed interest on anti-government. Means that time Congress was very weak. That's why people decided to vote who fight with KCR. So people think that Congress is weak in center and state. All Congress MLAs and local body representatives joined in TRS. Then Congress has no power, no energy to fight with KCR. That's why people shifted to BJP in 2017 GHMC Hyderabad municipal elections. That time, one side of the GHMC Hyderabad part completely gave to BJP party major seats. So even if government didn't notice this type of anti-incumbency, again in 2020, again one TRS minister expelled from party is Itala Rajender. He's a powerful guy. He belongs to backward community. He traveled with KCR from 2002 onwards. Movement starting onwards, he started with KCR. So he expelled without reason. He expelled from BRS party. That means KCR told that he asked democratic process. He wants to rule. The government wants to continue in democratic administration, but KCR denied that type of statements, and he he expelled from party. Again in that election also, KCR lost with a huge majority. In that election, KCR used entire state mechanism in that Huzurabad constituency only. Government spent 300 crores, and development wise is a 1,000 crores released within span of 3 months. At that time, government introduced one scheme, Dalita Bandhu. Each SC scheduled caste family, 10 lakh rupees. So even if that constituency could not, KCR, BRS could not win the seat. Even if that government didn't recognize, the people are angry or against this autocratic family rule. So again onwards, in people mind, lot of anti-incumbency is there, but unable to express to due to the no opposition strong leader in Telangana. Till Revant Reddy, there is no strong leader in either BJP or Congress. No strong leader. So Bandi Sanjay is there, but not up to the mark. He's only mass leader. He has no strategy how to defeat, how to fight with KCR. Revant Reddy also same. The KCR, Revant Reddy also lot of allegation. Many people think that he is a blackmailer, gambler. So people has no trust with the opposition leaders. But anti-incumbency, that type of mood is there in people mind. That day onwards, people are waiting for opportunity, because of there is no scope for all media captured by KCR, electronic media, print media, YouTube, digital media, all conquered, almost conquered. No headlines, no voice, people voice in the media. No dharnas, no rallies, no permission for any movement. That's why people are waiting. But outsiders are think that outsiders means outside Hyderabadis, outside pollsters or journalists or social researchers says that everybody KCR is coming to the power again and again. This type of propaganda is started throughout nation media because of KCR managed national media also. But in local as a researcher, as a cephalogist, here we are clearly noticed, but lot of anti-incumbency, lot of anti-government movements are there in people mind. People waited till last 2 months, 60 days onward, till notification releases. People waited. When notice released slowly, without no one can with a self promoted voters, mouth publicity wise. So started anti-government campaign, anti-local MLS campaign. This mouth talk, this type of network established mouth to mouth within the span of 2 months. So KCR family image, BRS party image, completely smashed, negative way smashed. So people gave the entire rural area, so won by Congress. This is not Congress victory. This is anti-KCR victory. Anti-KCR voted to Congress. If anti-KCR vote, if at the place BJP strong, people definitely vote to BJP. At that place BSP is strong, people definitely vote to anti-KCR vote to goes to that BSP. So people wanted to defeat, people wanted to remove, people wanted to throw from Telangana KCR family. That's why they voted for, they identified who is the best opposition party. They noticed that Congress is strong at that time. That's why people voted to Congress. And except GHMC area, Hyderabad area, remaining all the parts, more than 80% of the seats won by Congress party. In till in GHMC area, in 2017 elections, Congress party won 6% only 6% Congress party vote bank. In recent elections, 28%. And before that, all 2018 assembly election, rural wise, Congress party percentage is 28%. With the span of 3 months, Congress gained 21%. Now, Congress party won by 49% of the vote bank. BRS is 47%. Gap between two parties is only 2%. Ji, Abhishek ji, this is, I think, this is my observation, brief history.
Abhishek, you need to unmute.
Yeah. Tell me, ji. You tell me, ji.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Srinivasji, I was observing this Telangana election very closely. And based on our observation, there was a point where BJP was leading this opposition race. And the leader like Sanjay Kumar was doing excellent. But suddenly BJP changed leadership, and there was a message amongst people that there is a kind of a deal between BJP and BRS. So that was very, I can say that that was that point of time. Suddenly, people shift their faith from BJP to Congress. And there was another reason that after appointment of Mr. Kharge, and Kharge is a very strong Dalit leader in Hyderabad, Karnataka region. So, based on our field inputs, that there was totally Dalit polarization in favor of Congress, because in spite of BRS so much effort to gain scheduled caste sympathy and scheduled caste vote, they They set up a statue of Ambedkar and many other thing pro-Dalit activities. But only because of Mr. Kharge, the Dalit vote shifted in favor of Congress. Third one was that Mr. Reddy, Mr. Revant Reddy, was trying to establish a narrative that KCR family is not from Telangana, is basically from Bihar. So,
Your state.
and fourth one was in this election, not in only in this election, in all other elections, but in Telangana, Muslim voted very strategically. So AIMIM retained all 7 seats, and in really rural area especially, there was a clear support of Muslim to Congress. So
Yes.
these are few observations. And if we talk about a manifesto, so there was a competition between Congress and BRS of offering freebie amongst people, and Congress was presenting their Karnataka promises as a road model in front of Telangana and Telangana Karnataka border area districts. So these are few reasons. So suddenly, in last 30 days or last 15 days, few big leaders like Vivekanand and one lady, there was
Vijay
so
Shanti.
change. Yes. So change their loyalty from BJP to Congress, and people realize that now Congress is gaining momentum, and they that transform into in form of vote, and Congress
Yes.
won.
Yes. These all are factors are added to Congress party. So generally, the Telangana roots are very strong for Congress party till independence. Here is a feudalistic model of politics, and one is forward caste is Reddys. Out of 119, 43 is from Reddys. Here,
Yes.
The percentage is only 7 to 8%. Remaining Velama community, KCR community is less 0.5%. 113 MLS, 13.
Yes.
So here
Really.
feudalistic, feudal type of politics runs in Telangana. Generally, decades here Dalits favor to Congress party, Dalit and Muslims till 2014, till 20 KCR came into the power. All these Dalit, Muslims, Reddys are favor to Congress party. Only this 10 years only they traveled with KCR.
Yes.
So this time then this BRS and BJP are mulakat mode. So rural Muslims shifted to again Congress to defeat BJP. So Revant Reddy and Congress party publicized that BRS and BJP are in same platform. They are MIM, including MIM, are in working with against Congress. They are only trying for power. This type of slogan succeeded. So that's why entire rural Muslim, this time voted to more than 80% voted to Congress party. Number one. Dalits also. Dalits reason is not only Kharge. Kharge is one additional advantage. Dalits, actually, this Dalit Bandhu program, KCR introduced 10 lakhs for each Dalit family. So KCR could not give to less than 1%. Less than 1% of the Dalit families. Who got that 10 lakhs rupees are also not voted for KCR. Because of in that 10 lakhs also 3 lakhs rupees money cut down by these local authorities and public representatives. That is within the 1% of the Dalit families who got Dalita Bandhu scheme didn't support KCR. Remaining 99 are against to KCR because of why didn't give KCR to us? Only give 1%. Next, how many years? How many years it come? He gives 1%, 1%. Then all the SC community are against to KCR. That is one reason Dalita Bandhu. Second one is additional advantage. Karge is there's leading Dalit leader leading Congress party. So voters are sympathized to Karge. Then few members voted to this one. Third one, main reason is Karnataka. After winning the Karnataka elections only, Congress got energy, double energy. Otherwise,
Yes.
before Karnataka, here BRS versus BJP, no Congress.
Yes.
This is the beauty of Indian democracy. Within the span of 5 months only, Congress boost from 29 to 25% to 49%. In Hyderabad, 5% to 28%. Span
Right now, Raj Gopalji is with us. He is from BJP. And I request Mr. Raj Gopalji, he contested the last Telangana election. So I request Mr. Raj Gopalji to put some light in this election result. I request Mr. Raj Gopalji to participate in this discussion. Raj Gopalji.
Aji. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah. Please tell me. See, thing is that any
please
question
put on
in
your
any
video,
manner
please?
to answer you.
Yeah, please pardon, sir.
Can you question me in any manner to answer you like I am telling you?
No. We are assuming that you will tell your assessment about the Telangana election result. So, what you feel? What was the reason of this type of mandate in Telangana election?
Telangana forming the government by Congress is it's a one of the reasons. It has been same place in Karnataka also. By giving false this one the reasons false truths to the what do you mean public of the state. They have given saying that 12 schemes we are bringing for you, which is a free, okay, like in Karnataka. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes. You are audible, sir.
Yeah. That is the reason why Telangana, this one state has been formed by the, this government has been formed by the Telangana is as good as in Karnataka. And these people also, one of the reasons, the earlier government, BRS government, they have ditched the people by giving false this one issues like so many we are giving jobs like before elections, job notifications, and these are so many free facilities to the public of the state, So in the same manner, even these people also used same in the same fashion to the public of the Telangana, saying that we are going to give you for this cylinder every month for 500 rupees and free buses and 2 lakh jobs, because in Telangana lot of this one job problems are there for unemployees, and these people promised that for our first signature of the CM of Telangana, if Congress comes, means for we are going to give this one promise that we are going to announce 2 lakh jobs, that they have not done. Like another thing, only this bus free for women. That is not helpful to the public, See, that is making all women lazy people. Like, see, free means everybody will run like anything. Nowadays, they are leaving wives, husbands, and children in the house. If there is a work or no work, also they are traveling by the buses just for it is free purpose like that. Okay, they are not charging anything for any distances within the region of Telangana. And another thing is that job wise, they have not taken any decision though they have promised. I mean, Telangana promised to the unemployed of the state that they are going to announce job this one for 2 lakhs, 2 lakh jobs are available like that. So far they are not. But people, I mean, public of the state, they have believed that they are going to do this. But they have not thought of other things where in Karnataka, though they have formed government, they have not fulfilled the promises given by them, so there is 1 year and off, 1.5 year nearly. There is a gap, long gap about formation of government in Karnataka. But Telangana people not thought about that, because they have promised there also. They have promised there, but they have not fulfilled. Their promises here also will be very false like that. They have not thought. Simply they believed. This believing is one of the reasons the failure of the BRS government in Telangana. They have not fulfilled the promises given by the BRS. But actually, BJP has the good, what do you call that, source of winning here in Telangana. But just because of this, our people, BJP has not promised any free things. We have promised only free education and this one, health. Hmm? So people are least bothered about that. Free education and free health. They bothered about what are the things, like jobs. Yes, they have promised 2 lakh jobs will be given by them. I mean, notification will be given by them for what do you call that, unemployed. And then 15. Hello,
Hello,
Yes, sir.
hearing.
are you hearing me?
Yes,
Hearing.
yes, sir.
Yeah, they have promised that every student will get a card which is worth of 5 lakhs every year. Where how can they? Because BRS government has sold so many properties of the government here, and that is the entire state is in debts now, near about 6.5 lakh crores. Okay, so in spite of this, our Congress government has promised in a different manner to the public, saying that these favors and these facilities will be given to the public. Though public know very well that there is no source to get that. In spite of that, so many things everywhere. Most of the people, especially in villages, they have yielded to the liquor and money. They don't think about they did not think about future. They thought about only now. In these few days, like 1 month or 15 days, whatever the benefits we get, so that we have to vote to this only. So it is this is the manner. In this manner, they have formed the government, and this is one of the failures of the BRS only. BRS failed literally, so that Congress has taken advantage, and some little problems are there, little drawbacks are there in BJP government also. That is the reason. But we have picked up, because earlier there was only one winner. I mean, only one candidate, that is Raja Singh, has been won. Now at least 8, at least we are. We should have been expected. We expected more, but because of some reasons it had some drawbacks, so that we did not do. But wherever the near about 18, 19 member this one candidates who lost the race, they are with a minimum this one gap only, like 500, 5,000, 1,000
Yes, sir.
change.
Yes, sir. So, what do you feel that if we compare the output, the number of seat versus the effort which made by BJP in past 5 year in Telangana, and there was a time in 2021 and 2022 when people were talking that BJP is a real opposition in Telangana, but suddenly BJP lost that plot. So, what do you feel? What are the reason for that? Yes.
Reason being, see, government in central government is bringing lot of facilities to the government, like 194 schemes to the public of the country, all over in the country. But especially in Telangana, I can say that we have failed to bring the issues to the public in most of the ways. Most of the places, not in most of the districts are somewhere, especially to rural masses. Rural
Yes.
masses, if we should have brought all these things, all the facilities providing to the country people. We should have won a little more, definitely.
Right now with us, Mr. Deeptilas ji is here. He's from Andhra Telangana, and he's from bureaucratic side. He was in Ministry of Home and Urban Affairs. So I request Mr. Deeptilas ji to put some light on Telangana election result. Sir, is this okay for you?
Yeah, I'm around. Yeah, I've just been hearing to all my predecessors. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I've been able to hear. I want to sort of I don't want to give any facts. Facts are known to everybody, but I want to put my expression in two parts. Part one, I'll say why this party lost. Why KCR lost is number one. Number two is lessons to be learned. I have made two parts of it. So right now I'll talk of part one. First is the anti-incumbency and voter fatigue. People were sick of 8 years government, 10 years government without any delivery, and voters became fatigued with this government because things were dragging rather than happening. Secondly, there was anger against the MLAs, and there's a perception of corruption. There was a massive perception, whether corruption is there or not, we cannot say with certainty, but definitely the message was going down that yes, this government is corrupt, at least the MLAs and the government is corrupt. And because of this farmhouse politics, farmhouse campaigning, it is people felt that the chief minister is always in the farmhouse with his 10 or 15 people. A small gang is running the government. All the contracts are going to them. All the benefits are being accrued by them. And there is no delivery for the public. The third reason why this result came about is that the defections were engineered from the MLAs and MLCs were originally from Congress only. Before this TRS government came or party came, they're all original Congresses. They had no hesitation to leave their uncle party and go to the parent party. Okay. So it was easy for the Congress government to engineer a defection of people who were their brothers till yesterday. That is, they got together because they were also frustrated. And the experiment which was made by Chief Minister was that he wanted to fight the election from a different constituency. He wanted to go near Maharashtra because he was having national ambitions. He wanted to show, he changed the name of the party also, Bharat. So he wanted to show that yes, I can win anywhere in the country, anywhere in my state. And he wanted to impress the Marathi voters that he can make an intrusion into that state. And there was some hidden whispering that BJP and BRS were having a hidden understanding that one will support the other. If one comes short of votes in MLAs, the other will support. So this is just a whisper that's going on, but how much effective or ineffective it is, that we do not know. Now, there was outside support from the TDP for the public purpose, but internally, none of the persons in the TDP wanted to support KCR also. When the people of their own party are not supporting, how others will be able to support is very difficult to understand. And aggressive campaigning came after Khadge entered as a campaign leader. As my predecessor and my colleague has just mentioned, the campaign became aggressive because of the recent victory from Karnataka. They were heady, they were full of zeal, they were full of enthusiasm. After their Karnataka victory, they could feel that yes, they could capture another state. This was in the mind of most of these congressmen. The defections from this party, BRS, started from May itself. There was a hint of this thing going to happen. When people started leaving, right from May, the elections took place in November, December, January, recently. So the campaigning was aggressive. Defections started from May itself. People who were disgruntled, they started moving away, either leaving the party or losing interest in the party. Either ways. And another factor was the absence of KCR family. See, if 16 people were running the government, these 16 never came for campaigning. They were in the farmhouse. All the other people had no interest. There was no at all in opposition to for the opposition to come back to power. Any other party could have easily walked in with this sort of apathy. And higher youth votes this time were captured because of the guarantees provided by the other government. So broadly, these are some of the reasons which I think contributed to the downfall of the party and loss of government. And there are some other positive angles also why Congress party won. This I can come in my next bout when I intervene. I'll be able to make it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, Srinivas ji.
Yeah, Ji.
Hello. Yes. So, in our assessment, the nutshell is that freebie politics is working in Telangana, Karnataka region. So, if you are able to promise anything to people and you have some good campaign and good ground organization, then you can convince people that you will deliver that all promises and you can win. So what do you feel and what you have your opinion about this freebie politics in Andhra,
Okay.
Telangana?
Yeah, generally it's not surely only because of the previous Congress win. So that is one option, one benefit for Congress party, additional advantage, boost up for the Congress party. Generally, lot of internal anti-incumbency on BRS party. What the sir told to autocratic politics. So Congress party, the lot of rumors are there. The Home Minister is there. Ministers has no powers. They worked as a clerks, grade floor employees, including MLAs, ministers, all representatives, all power are centralized. That's why, so there is no power for MLAs and ministers and bureaucrats also. Whoever or 4-5 bureaucrats and KCR family ruled the entire state. People think that. Then additional, no, these previous 6 guarantee schemes, bus free for women and physical handicapped persons, self-help groups schemes, the way of loan, farmers loans. This additionally boosted for Congress party. That if voters are favor to ruling party, last time also Congress party gave all these type of promises. In 2018 also, Congress gave 2 lakhs way off for farmers and Raitu Bandhu scheme also Congress introduced in their manifesto, but people didn't accept their proposal. So at that time, KCR image is in peak stage. He introduced in revolutionary welfare schemes. Till now, no government in India introduced that type of schemes. So people and the law and order at that time, law and order also very good, and infrastructure wise in the Telangana state growing fastly. Then people thinks that if we could give one more chance to KCR may give a lot of development, a lot of social infrastructure, this type of developments. People thought that at that time people wanted to give one more time. So after, that's why Congress in 2018 gave same type of, see in 2018 manifesto, it looks like only 2022 manifesto. But at that time people mood is in favor of Congress, in favor of KCR. That's why at that time they rejected Congress party. In 2023, people mood are against to KCR. So that's why they looked in other parties. Now, other parties earlier, what I said earlier. So people in the initial stage, they looked for they supported to BJP. All the people in the entire Telangana people, majorly including left parties, also supported BJP because of to defeat BRS. People looked in that mode. So who is the strong to defeat KCR? Only two options. That's
Okay.
why in the initial stage, voters mode shifted to BJP. Then BJP and BRS are in the same platform, including MIM. Then voters mode is suddenly after Karnataka election. So the voters shifted to suddenly slow.
So right now with us, Mr. Aman
Engineering.
Wani is there.
This time is very good. Hello.
I request Mr. Bandvi
Thank
to put some light on
Thanks.
this election result. And he's from PR background. He worked with a few prominent leaders in India as well as abroad. And he has over 30 years of experience in PR, public relations, and spin. So he's basically a spin doctor. I request Mr. Bandvi to put some light in this Telangana election result in terms of the PR and perception.
Thanks, Abhishek. I've been listening to everyone, Srinivas ji, Rajgopal ji, and Dipti Vilas ji. And the brief that you had given us, I was also going through all the manifestos currently. On the ground, everyone has a direct ear to the ground and exactly what worked in whose favor and why the incumbent government was not being seen as being very people friendly. So there was a lot of anti-incumbency, which people were antagonistic and they voted the other way. Okay. Now, when we come to the election, the way we perceive it sitting in Delhi, I'll take one cue from what Srinivasji started in the initial stages, that they said that social media is being curtailed, it is being used, and it is no dharna is allowed. You doesn't have a voice, and hence whosoever is seeing it from a different lens, who does not know the ground realities of Andhra or Telangana, will obviously paint a very different picture, which we all did. And the media was all over the world saying that it will have a different result. When I went through the manifestos, Rajgopal ji ko main ye पूछना चाहूंगा, the narrative that you have built all over the country, उसकी कुछ चीजें मैनिफेस्टो में हैं आपकी, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल यू हैड प्रॉमिस्ड एन एंटी रेडिकलाइजेशन सेल and anti-grooming cell. Now this had to be resonated somehow. So क्या हम इसको मैसेज को किस तरह से ग्राउंड पे लेके जा सके कि इसकी ट्रांसलेशन वोट्स पे नहीं हुई है. This is one part of that. The second, I will agree with Abhishek and Srinivas when they said that the Karnataka model is somehow coming. I'm reminded, Abhishek, of the earlier days, the zero unemployment model. This manifesto of Telangana Congress in this particular election clearly states setting up a youth commission, 1,000 crores funding, startup and self-entrepreneurship growth. This is very close to what we had been discussing. Now, all the experts on the screen, do we feel that people after voting will actually hold their winning candidates, the MLAs, to task on what was promised? Does what is written in the manifesto have any sanctity? Do they feel to? This is my very limited point that I want to know from election हो गए हैं, लेकिन manifesto के ये promises कितने translate होंगे, और जो the insights that all of us have given has shown one very very important thing, that manifesto, even if it is done at the last stage, does not have a lot of weight as far as vote swing is concerned. We've understood that, but then why have it? So I will like to take the entire conversation one step behind. So whosoever can take it, Srinivasji, if you want to respond on the youth commission that you have promised, I mean the Congress has promised.
Yeah, Ji. So I forgot to say this is one is the major factor is unemployment here.
Yeah.
The Telangana movement, separate Telangana movement started only 3 reasons. One is Neelu, means water. Nidulu means funds. Third one is Niyamakalu, means employment. So Telangana movement started only these three reasons: Neelu, Nidulu, Niyamakalu. So here government failed to create employment in government sector. That's why a lot of 30 lakhs unemployed youth applied for this competitive jobs, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, and the remaining police constable, police department jobs. So due to 3 times this group jobs paper leaked. That's why all our youth are came into the roads and used social media to defame the government. This is the main factor. That's why in elections time, the 30 lakhs voters went to their villages, where they went to their hometowns. That's why Congress party won entire rural system because of this is the youth using their mouth publicity and using digital media and using the seminars or local street corner meetings, discussions, and they convinced KCR regular voters. Generally, KCR regular voters are pensioners. Government give a lot of money to pensioners, means BD workers, Cheneta workers, Gouda workers, 60 plus, 55 plus years got 2,000 rupees. So these youth voters motivated these Asara pension voters. This is the main one of the biggest factor is youth unsatisfaction. Hello.
That's a very strong insight you've given us, even for youth. Sorry, Abhishek. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, youth is one. Second one is employees also. Employees also has no rights. That PRC mode, they're unhappy with government. Government employees, all government employees majorly against the government. This youth and this employees and vocal sections are completely anti-government. These three sectors motivated remaining sectors, illiterate community. So these three are some influence in villages, youth and government employees and vocal sections. So remaining KCR regular voters also in this then transform to anti-government.
Aman sir, please continue.
Amanji.
जी, I got my answer as far as the youth is concerned. आप क्या समझते हैं कि मैनिफेस्टो में जो लिखा है इसको फॉलो अप किया जाता है? अब can we see a change in the way the voters respond to what messaging happens during elections?
Hello.
हाँ जी, श्रीनिवास जी, मैं हाँ,
it
sorry,
cannot
yeah.
be. It cannot be. I'm telling you, because it is a huge. It needs huge budget to meet all these needs promised to the public. So it cannot be like that, because already state is in debts near about 4.5 lakh crores.
Kind of.
So gaining that is a big task now to the government, existing government, and all those promises they have given is a high-end task. This is, they cannot meet them. They're false promises. See, now the Chief Minister Revant Reddy, he was literally telling that we have to tell some lies to the public to get their votes, I say, because people are like that only in this state. We have to give wrong promises, false promises to the people, saying just because that they have to vote in favor of us. Afterwards, how? Because without telling that, we cannot gain the votes from the public like that. It was literally, and in social media, in WhatsApp, everywhere, it has been out like anything. Though people listen to that his speeches, they never followed. See, he's a false man. It is a false promise. See, he cannot talk like that. Even educated people also listen that. He somewhere in some places, in some meetings, he has hated educated people also. They are false. If these people, BRS people, give some money, means they take that and go and enjoy in the bars and restaurants. They yielded to that like that. He promised. He spoke like that. It has been literally listened by the unemployed youth and college-going university youth also. Everybody listened. But in spite of that, they voted Congress and made them win the race. How people change their mindset, nobody knows now. No.
No, as per our research, there are few reasons in Telangana. There are few districts, we can say, where we can say that the influence of Reddy community and the magic of Revant is there. So we cannot ignore that fact.
Sir,
So
Reddy
that is
community is existing in all parties. They are dominating in all parties, not only in Congress. They are dominating in even BJP also, even in BRS also. BRS, of course, one family is ruling that, but uh, apart from the advisors taken by the Reddy community and financial support given by the Reddy community also, they are also winning. Not only literally only one Congress,
yes,
but
sir.
it may be
Agree.
little more.
Agree, sir.
Little more this
But
time.
this time the face was ready, Revant Reddy, and this that's why they supported Revant Reddy.
Maybe this is one of the reasons, but the real fact is that is false promises, which cannot be freebies. Is not that easy to reach those tasks. It is 100% correct because we are literally observing the situation of the Karnataka, what is happening there. Okay, now they said that free current will be there. Now, after 1 month of formation of Congress government in Karnataka, electricity people are going to houses and charging the current charges,
Agree.
collecting charges.
Right
This,
now with us, Shiva Reddy Gandwal ji is here, and I request Mr. Shiva Reddy ji to put some light on Telangana election results. Shiva Reddy ji.
Yeah, sir. I'm his son, sir. Actually, yeah, he is little bit problem with language.
Okay. So
He
you
is me only.
can put your observation here. You can tell because I know that you will be the management committee of his election campaign management. So you know everything in your area as well as in Telangana. So I request you to please put some light in this Telangana election result.
Sure, sir. As per our understanding regarding this 30 days program in election time, the money flowing is very high, sir. In our constituency, particularly, the money management and false promise from the Congress government, Congress party, and the police department, how the current former government, BRS government, how they use the police department. These are all main reasons. And also in our constituency, the candidate declaration is also somewhat given some negotiation. That's the problem.
Okay. What do you feel that what was the reason behind Congress this type of performance? Do you feel that Reddy factor was working, or many other factors who influenced this election result?
Sir, main problem is false promises from Congress party, and main that only, sir. And even main 6 guarantees and money flowing is very high, sir. In our area, very high money flowing from both the parties, Congress and TRS.
Okay. Any other observation? Any other observation? Because you participated very deeply in this election, and your father contested this election, so you know all those factors. And because we are going to prepare one detailed analysis based report for this election, and that will be a kind of reference book for all our candidates who contested or who are willing to contest in upcoming elections. So we are trying to explore and trying to analyze the all macro and micro factor related to this election result.
हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में ये जो गढ़वाल कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में सर, as per our leader is the DK Arna ji, vice president of BJP party, national vice president.
Shiva, you can speak in Telugu as well, because a few members of our team know Telugu, and you can talk in Telugu as well.
మాట్లాడండి మీరు తెలుగులో.
Yes, please.
సార్ నమస్తే సార్.
Namaste.
ఇక్కడ ఓడిపోవడానికి గల కారణాలు అంటే సార్, ఇది టిఆర్ఎస్ కాంగ్రెస్ బాగా అబద్ధాల ప్రచారాలు ఎక్కువ చేసినాయి. ప్రభుత్వం సాధించలేని, అమలుకు సాధ్యం కాని హామీలు ప్రజలలోకి చెప్పి ప్రజల్ని కొద్దిగా మభ్యపెట్టడం జరిగింది. దాని నుంచి మనం వెనుకబడిపోవాల్సిన పరిస్థితి వచ్చింది సార్.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes. So right now with us, Mr. Abhijit ji is here. He is very renowned technocrat come technologist come political technologist. He earlier worked with Donald Trump and Canada election as well. So I request Mr. Abhijit ji to put some light and some their assessment for this Telangana election. I request Mr. Abhijit ji to tell something about this election.
Right. Thank you, Abhishek, or thanks everyone. बहुत ही अच्छा discussion हो रहा है, and I realized some very important points shared by Abhishek, by Aman, by Mr. Srinivas, and also Shiva Reddy ji had a very important point to share. And in the world which we are, there are the biggest challenge of democracy is inequality, right? Because we have people who are very poor and because we have people who are very rich. The democratic setup works in a very different way, and this we are seeing not only in India and a lot of other countries as well. Okay, now when we see it from this lens, freebies and all of this, throwing money and pushing liquor in the election place, this becomes a tactical approach. What is happening is that we are seeing that the electoral is understanding the real issues beyond these freebies and beyond these things, and they are trying to create a mandate which they feel is right for them. You have seen that in 3 other elections which happened where BJP won, and another election where Congress has won. Now, and I'm telling you, more and more it is about people. The way Revant Reddy has led it, I mean, the lot goes to him. The way he has pushed, the way he has ran the campaign, the way he has messaged the campaign. So I think he is a charismatic leader, and then something goes to him. Then there is the anger, and I'm telling you, a lot of times you're going to see this in 2024. People are angry, and if you don't get this undercurrent that people are angry with you, incumbency is a small word, right? It's a small word. People are angry. Where you can look at Srinivasan was talking to you, and look at the vote share from 2018 to 2023. You will realize wherever Congress has won, because KCR has not been able to do well in those areas, right? BR is not able to do well in those areas. The main thing is people are angry. You have to respect. You have to listen. You can't just keep on telling and shouting and screaming and not listening to the people. Time has changed. You have to listen. And that is what I feel is the mandate, and that is what is the ground reality. I think there is very interesting people out here. I don't want to take too much time. Thank you for having me here, and it was a pleasure to listen to some very finest mind in the political space. Thank you so much.
I request Mr. Srinivas ji to put put some more light and summarize the entire discussion so that we can make a way forward from this discussion. Mr. Srinivas ji.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Abhishek ji. Yeah, it's a good discussion.
Srinivas ji, you are
Sumati
requested
ji has
to
not been
speak
able
a
to
bit in
speak, Abhishek.
Telugu also. You
Hello.
speak a bit in Telugu also, so that Shiva Reddy ji will be able to easy. A bit summary in Telugu also.
యా అంటే వాట్ చతుర్వేది గారు చెప్పినట్టు పీపుల్ వాంటెడ్ టు లిసన్ వాయిస్ ఫ్రమ్ గవర్నమెంట్ బట్ గవర్నమెంట్ రిఫ్యూజ్డ్ టు లిసన్ పీపుల్ వాయిస్. దట్స్ వై పీపుల్ ఆర్ చాలా కోపంగా ఉన్నారు గవర్నమెంట్ పైన. యాంటీ ఇన్కంబెన్సీ కంటే ఇస్ వెరీ యాంగ్రీ అబౌట్ గవర్నమెంట్ and government decision, government autocratic process. So when elections comes, no, this all are anger, anti-incumbency shifted to Congress party.
Okay. I request Deepti Vilas sir and Rajgopal ji to summarize this discussion so that we can create some point highlighter from this discussion. Deepti Vilas sir.
Yeah. So I was just listening to all my friends from Andhra who have given their impressions. I think they are very well grounded, very, very founded, and they got very good reasons pulled out as to why the performance has gone the way it has. Basically, Congress government has given 6 guarantees now. These 6 guarantees have been mostly taken from their standard package of which they're using in other states also. Now, Mahalakshmi, Raitu Bharosa, Grahajagati, Indiramma, Indlu, Yuva Vikasamu, Chayuta. Now, these are the 6 guarantees that have been made. Now, I will be a bit more theoretical to use this as an understanding exercise as to what can go wrong, how it can go wrong, and what lessons we can derive from the findings of this election. Now, if there is so much anger and so much perception against the government, why was it not available to the government agencies or to the ruling party? This is a very, very surprising thing. They should have got to know from the ground that it only shows that they had lost connect with the ground. Okay, and the other lessons which we can use from this finding or understanding of the elections in Telangana is that winnability should be leveraged. Now, the greatest possibility of winnability lay only with one party, and they have very well exploited it. That is a good thing that we have seen. The second thing is that guarantee is no guarantee. What is the meaning of guarantee in politics? Is it individual guarantee? Is it party guarantee? Is it government guarantee? No, they are not clarifying. That is why there is a lot of ambiguity in the word guarantee. What is the meaning of guarantee? This word is going to be used more and more till the next elections in parliament. Unfortunately, there is nobody to tell us who is guaranteeing what to whom. Is it to people in general? Is it to the beneficiaries? Is it to the identified beneficiaries? Who is guaranteeing? Who should be hanged for a lot of not facing the guarantees? The third lesson to be learned is that in the new sort of politics which has come about, is that enemy is a friend. Don't see the other party as an enemy because they have a lot of disgruntled people, disgruntled MLAs who are willing to shift to your side. That means anybody would move away from a bad, so-called bad party to a relatively good party. All parties may be bad, but some will be better than the others. And therefore, people will not mind shifting their allegiance, the population, as well as elected people, local bodies, heads who are politically elected. They will all shift very easily. The fourth lesson that can be learned is that there are 3 types of audiences every candidate has to cater. One is the public. Public is only 1/3. Public is 1/3. The other is own party, who people who are disgruntled, who have to be within your fold. They have to be kept within your fold. Be happy to keep them on your side. Okay, there are three different publics. Audiences are many, not just one. Public is not the only audience. If the previous government had taken care of the other party disgruntled people, MLAs, then maybe the result would have been totally different. That means the number two groups in the party were not along with the number one. This is something that we can see. And another lesson to be learned is a win today is more valuable than a win tomorrow. Come what may, you say whatever you want, put guarantees whatever you want, promises you can make whatever you want, but win, win, win. That is the sole motto. It doesn't always work. The winnability should be also, crowned with some sort of a ability to deliver. The next is ends justify the means. In the end of coming successful in the elections, all means are being taken, including very, very false sort of promises. The 6 guarantees that have been made, I'm sure the Congress party cannot deliver even a single one completely 100%. Then it will be great if they do only 20%, 30% also, because they are unachievable. They cannot be done with 4.5 lakh crore of credit and such a poor financial standing of the government. Who will lend the money? Will the central government give money? At least now in the present dispensation, they may not get a single penny. And the type of freebies that have been announced are unimaginable. It is like El Dorado, like heaven itself. It is just unachievable. It is a general lesson for all the parties. One element which has to be mentioned very clearly is Kodugulu, the consultant. It is the consultant who has played a very big game in this entire election process, as you can see. At every stage, he was with the Congress party heads, along with the potential chief minister. He was guiding most of the things as to how to proceed in this thing. Therefore, one of the lessons is that if necessary, hire a professional consultant. You need not feel ashamed. You may not know what is happening on the field. You may not know what your own party people are thinking. You may not have the pulse of the people. You may not know what works and what doesn't work. You may not know what is happening in other states. Now, this is the knowledge which consultant brings. That is why it is always better, nothing to feel ashamed or shy to engage a consultant. There are a lot of good organizations available, and one should not be ashamed. Politicians should not hesitate to get any help or assistance from any consultant whom they think has got credibility and ability to deliver a strategy which will always win. So briefly, these are points that I wanted to make, and I hope the creators of Manifesto, they are writing Manifesto as if it's Arabian Nights. Manifesto is equal to Arabian Night. No, this will not work beyond a point. People will get to know sooner or later that guarantees are no guarantees. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you, sir. Rajgopal ji,
Yeah.
your summary.
Yeah, see, this is the reason. See how what we believe is this is of 6-4Bs. Because of that reason, Congress has become the major part now, and they have formed the government with their what do you call that eligible majority. So they have formed the government. They are running the government now. But whatever they have promised, it is very hard task to them to complete their promises. What I mean, what I observed, and it is the observation of everybody in the state also. Thing is that it will be better services to the public of the Telangana if they what do you call that implement all these promises. But it needs lot of funds, because already the state is in paucity of the what is money. It is in a lot of big debts now. It is a hard task now to know whether they can get the funds to uh, overcome all these debts or not. Nobody knows. Thing is that if they failure in this matter, there won't be any future for the Congress government in Telangana in future. What I feel. And another thing is a very dangerous and advisable thing is that before elections everywhere they have to stop the liquor supply to the particular what do you call that states. That is only the reason. With the minimum amount, see, they are in a village masses, they are giving a quarter liquor to one family. By taking that, they're casting their votes in favor of the person who has supplied that liquor. See, people are least bothered about the future of their second generation, or their what do you call that, whatever it is. They are least bothered about, especially village masses, because we have a lot of village masses with whose help the government is getting more votes and forming their this one government. So this has to be stopped first, and they have to all. My advice is, all these youth and unemployed, they have to educate the people in even in rural level, that we need a person who can rule us in a proper way, who can meet all our needs. Like that, they have to educate the people, even in uneducated people in rural masses also. That is one of the reasons. If that is been improved, that is been followed by the villagers, that can be. I think this will be the better way to form a good governance, and which rules the people with a lot of their ability. So this is my advice to the countrymen and rural masses also.
Yes, sir. I am absolutely agree with your points and summary. Last year, few of our team member approached Supreme Court with a PIL against this freebie politics, and there was a ruling for this type of politics, that Supreme Court told in that decision that you have to make a balance between economic health of the state and your welfare measures and welfare promises. But in spite of that, all parties generally, except a few of them, including BJP, all other parties are ignoring this fact, and they are promising anything to masses. So that is one of the biggest issue in our current politics. And liquor is actually a pan-India phenomena. So there are some provision and election commission guidelines and rulings, but during election, everything are irrelevant. So we can say that in such with such limitation, we are going to contest every election. So this is our duty as a responsible citizen, as a society, to make aware our people. But for politics, this is just a mean. All these things are just a mean, and end justifies the mean. So this is fact. So this entire discussion was very meaningful. I request Mr. Abhijit ji and Mr. Aman ji to put your thoughts and summarize the entire discussion. And we have 10 minutes more, and then we will complete this session.
Thanks, Abhishek. Thanks, Abhishek. I think we've got some very good insights from the ground reality today. Sitting in Delhi, we are prone to thinking from very textbookish and consulting type assignments, which is far rooted from reality. While we know that, we really need to know exactly on ground how the election, the voting citizens actually feel. If the narrative is controlled, if the social media is not properly allowed by people, and there is a lot of gap between what we listen and what comes out in the media, I believe the narrative will always be one-sided, which it was. So this is where the entire crux lies. And as my colleagues before me told, that the manifestos will not have any value beyond, uh, let's say it's going to be more of a routine that they have to just fulfill, a tick in the box that they have to fill. It does not translate into real action. And as Rajgopalji very rightly said, that even the Congress has gone on record saying that these are some messaging that you have to indulge during the elections. They do not have any real meaning when translation is recorded. So I think if the politicians themselves at the apex level are thinking in this manner, what would it lead to? It puts me at a concerning position, which was my initial thought when I started my first introduction when Abhishek you gave me. I wish to know from everyone who's into electoral politics that do we need to really lend some sanctity to the manifesto, as sir before me, Diptivla sir also mentioned on the similar lines. The manifesto has been taken very lightly as a voter also. How do I reach out? And if in the, I'm just echoing around Rajgopalji's words. I'm not saying that he said something or the other side said something. If the written word or what has been promised has to be taken in their own words with a large dollop of salt, it cannot be relied upon. What is the messaging that the average voter has to rely on then? Go back to brass tacks, real people to people connect. As Abhijit said before me, it's all at the end, it all boils down to people. If the engagement and interaction is not correct, if the intent is not translated enough, how do I take it forward? So today's discussion, very insightful, but it leaves me with a lot of concerns which are yet unaddressed. But I understand that this is a continuing dialogue, continuing debate. After every election, we dissect, we try to understand what happened, एंड कैसे किस चीज ने सबसे ज्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस किया लोगों को एक तरफ या दूसरी तरफ वोट करने के लिए, और वो मैसेजिंग क्या था, वो मीडियम क्या था, और किस मीडियम को कितनी तवज्जो दी जाती है, और किस पे ज्यादा रिलाई कर सकते हैं, और डिसग्रंटल या एग्नी जो वोटर्स में आती है वो जब शिफ्ट होते हैं तो वो किस मैसेजिंग पे क्या अपने अंदर के जो इनसाइट्स हैं उनको वो चैनलाइज कर सकते हैं, एंड हाउ डू दे बैंड टुगेदर. These are something I think shorts that we need to continue the discussion. I'll leave it at that. These were my concern actually.
Yeah, Abhijit ji.
No, I think very well summarized by Aman and everyone. Right. I think it is really, the people's mandate and the anger of people. I think there are tactics being used, where freebies and Karnataka model and all that worked in favor. However, I feel that largely people are dissatisfied, and this will happen with everyone, and this will happen with BJP, this will happen with Congress, this will happen with what happened with BRS, right? You don't realize when you have the people who bought you in, and you were totally dependent on them, suddenly you start feeling that these people are totally dependent on you. I think this sort of mindset results into a very disconnected leadership. And I feel that there is a need for more popular participation of people in active politics. I feel the youth, if you just look at the youth of this state, if the youth of this state was with BJP, the BJP would have won. If the youth of this state was with, they were not with Congress, but they were against KCR and BRS, so they lost. So I feel the crux is the mandate coming from the youth of the state. And we are a young country. We are a country where we've got very, very large number of young people. We have a demographic dividend. You can't oversee this. And I feel that unemployment and not getting people not having livelihood is going to result into several different kind of electoral problems that you would see, and it will get more and more difficult by promising and not delivering it. I am totally with Rajgopal. We have to wait and see what Congress is actually able to deliver. It is easy to promise and hard to fulfill.
No, that is not possible, Abhijit ji. Abhijit ji, that is not possible because those promises are just a promise. They cannot deliver.
So
not
they
possible.
need to be so that I mean that is the call of the day, that we need to make them accountable, right? I mean,
Yes.
we should
Yes.
be able to say this to a larger set of people. All of us should be should take this mandate forward and tell Congress that you better deliver if you have got the mandate. And these were the points that you had and that you had promised. It
I
was an
request.
interesting discussion. Thank you so much, Abhishek.
Yeah, thank you, Abhijit ji. I request Antarang ji to put some light in this discussion and summarize your thoughts with some moral and ethical inputs. Antarang ji.
Okay, thank you. Actually talking to so many people in Telangana during the process of invitation, I realized that they were in the beginning talking to the BJP people. They had means thinking that maybe presently we need to. As Rajagopalji was presenting today, that they were realizing Bharatiya Janata Party, despite it is winning elections in different paths based on Hindutva card, here they were work like Chhattisgarh. But here in Telangana, even in Srinivas Reddy ji, Shiva Reddy ji are actually summarizing that the false promises ultimately may work for 1 or 2 times, and likewise the dictatorship regime, actually will have to be returned, because it is the values which has to be paid, and it has to be understood even by Bharatiya Janata Party, that if they really want to win, then they have to really come into the value based politics that is based on dharma. So this is my actual conclusion, that without dharma no establishment can be established. So we have to actually go about with values of human consciousness, humanity, and really if you make the promises, minimum requirements, that is, we say Yugasya Sarvani Pravidam Sarvesham Vidham, means one leader has to fulfill the minimum requirement of food, cloth, shelter, education, and medicine. So that when you promise in other way or in this way or that way, then you have to actually develop that system. And that system, like Rajiv Dixit ji was trying to tell about economic democracy, Arthik Azadi. Likewise, we all spiritual people feel that a leader has to understand that if you don't fulfill the need of the people in fulfilling roti, kapda, makan, education, as well as the medical needs, then you are not going to sustain for long. And that is what is the real dharma. So this way, if times to come, BJP has to take over in Telangana. Understanding all these situations, then they have to work, my dear. They have to work a lot for this complete 5 years, and they have to really bring up a change in the mindset of the people by upbringing their livelihood, and everything, all resources are present there in the natural, in the nature. So if we go with the nature, then we don't need funds from outside. Funds are there in the system, in the nature, and people will get the sustainability if the present people, if at all whosoever is ruling, or Bharatiya Janata Party who wants to come in party in next time to come, they have to work with the system, with the nature, and fulfill the needs of the people. That's what I have to feel. Thank you so much.
I request other participant if they want to put some light. Otherwise, our time is not allowing to go beyond that. I request Meghna and other participant if they want to put some light in this discussion, then they're free.
Megharani ji is, I think, she is one of the candidates. I think she can
Yes.
put some light. Megharani ji.
Megha ji is one of candidate, and she contested this Telangana election. So I request Megharani ji to put some light. I think his there is some network issue or any
Actually,
other.
she was in a meeting, so maybe it might be. I think from, I mean, if Kesarji from Proud Sarkar, if he wants to speak something. Kesarji?
Okay. So let's conclude this discussion. Thanks all. Thanks Srinivas ji. Thanks our Shiva Reddy ji, Rajagopal ji, and Abhijit ji, Aman ji, Antarang ji, Deepti Vilas sir, Megharani ji, and other participants for this discussion. And we will share our discussion report to your number very soon. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.